Hello, my beautiful friends. It is Wednesday. I believe it's November something, like the beginning of November. And after spending another amazing week with my kiddos, they're off to their dad's house, and I am off to the coast to forage for more mushrooms and learn about mushrooms. And also there is a big event in Brookings, Oregon, which is called Wild Rivers, I believe, a mushroom festival. So I'm going to try to get there at some point and hopefully attend some classes, but all the way in between, because the mushroom festival is Saturday and Sunday, and I am leaving on Wednesday. It is a 12-hour drive all the way up to Brookings from where I am in LA, but the idea is to drive through the night, and then as soon as the sun rises, just to start stopping, pulling over, walking out everywhere in the forest as soon as they pass San Francisco, and just explore every forest, every mushroom, learn as much as I can. I am super duper excited. Of course, I wish my kiddos were with me every time, but there is school, so they're gonna go back to school tomorrow while mom is gonna explore, find some new cool spots to go to, and hopefully, fingers crossed, during Thanksgiving break we can ride out there together with them, and hopefully the mushrooms will still be there. Of course they will be there on Thanksgiving, and have a good time together. Now I stopped by Whole Foods real quick, and guess what? As I was getting some snacks for the road, I saw the mushroom section, and there are packaged chanterelles in Whole Foods, and I believe this started happening a couple of years ago, that I see chanterelles packaged just like button mushrooms, just like oyster mushrooms. They're now packaged and sold in Whole Foods, and chanterelles are wild mushrooms. So it is absolutely incredible that there is someone who is now selling it through the Whole Foods to such a wide public. And the reason being is because I believe that the more people eat food that is in the forest, the more connected they feel through their microbiome to the microbiome of the land they live on. So I am so happy that this is happening, that people are having at least this tiny little thread to the real food, to the wild food that's in the forest. And also, you know, it's great that there are companies, the big buyers, that buy all of the chanterelles from the foragers and then package them and sell them to big retailers such as Whole Foods. But I'll tell you that knowing how to identify your own mushrooms and going out there and picking them on your own and then cooking them for your family, it is such a joy. And right now, because of the government shutdown, all of the benefits, the food benefits, have been frozen. So nobody is getting any money to subsidize, I don't know if that's the right word, their meals, right? So I actually use Call Fresh benefits for me and my boys, and not having them and having all these mushrooms in my fridge from foraging for the last 2 weeks has been amazing, because we have been eating so healthy, and we've been experimenting with Matsutake. One of my favorite recipes, one of the boys' new favorite recipes, is getting the miso cup soup. It's the one with the red, oh, maybe I have it somewhere here. Yeah, I actually do. Get this one, because there are different miso cup soups that you can buy in the store, but this one is the best. So you can get this one, and then you slice Matsutake very, very thin. They become like noodles. My kids are like, these are noodles. These are like rice noodles. And I make this instant soup, and I put some Matsutake in it, and kids love it. They're asking me for it all the time. And I actually brought a couple of mushrooms with me for the road, and a couple of bags of the soup, so that I can make it for myself on my little stove, on my little jet boil stove, while I'm traveling, and have a nice warm meal, because it's actually raining, pouring rain in all the way up north on the coast where I'm going. So having a nice cup or a bowl of warm soup is going to be just right. So yes, coming back to the benefits and having the mushrooms, it is such a blessing. We've been eating Matsutakes, chanterelles, lobster, boletes for the past couple of weeks, and I still have a lot left over. I process them in such a way that they're nice and safe in my fridge. I haven't even dehydrated any yet, although I have dehydrated mushrooms from back in the day. So just goes to show you that there are ways to have your protein, and actually very high-end protein, right? What would be considered a delicacy in the grocery store, and you can go and get it all on your own and stock your fridge and have that available as food, because Mama Nature, she thought about it all. And of course, I understand that I'm very, very privileged that I have the time to drive there, although I did make certain life choices to be able to do that, right? And it's not easy to kind of do that leap, to take the leap, and to do this trust fall where you just go ahead and you start doing what it is that you really truly want to do, what it is that you absolutely love to do, everything that aligns with you, because normally that means leaving behind something else, something that gives you security, like a security, financial security a lot of times. So that said, I'm living my dream right now, and being able to identify mushrooms and to serve them to my family and to provide for my family in this way it's a beautiful thing. And I wish I could provide that for more people. And I feed a lot of kids at my home all the time. My kids are so social. They always have, it's normally about 7 to 10 kids at home on any given weekend or like after school day. So I go through a lot of food. I feed everyone. There's always extra ice cream in my fridge, so kids don't have to ask. They can just come in and grab whatever they need and enjoy themselves and don't even think about it. And it is definitely a blessing, but it also is a choice. And I wish that more people could appreciate the mushrooms, but surprisingly, the one lady that I was trying to help, who I met in Shasta, and she lives 100% off of the benefits. So I offered her to cook mushrooms for her, and she just doesn't like mushrooms, nor does she trust mushrooms. So with her, I have to just get her regular groceries to help out. But for those of us who are okay with this, who have that trust, and of course who have the knowledge, and if you don't have the knowledge, like I go with my mushroom guide all the time before I really learn about a certain mushroom. But it opens up such a freedom. Not only it's an experience, but it's also a source of food that it's not free, right? Because you have to drive, you have to pay for gas, but it is so the forest is abundant, and it is going to take care of everyone who is willing to make the trip out there and who is willing to learn. And it's a beautiful thing. So yeah, I am very, 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 very excited for this trip again. I feel like I'm gonna learn more and more. And this entire year that I took this leap of faith and started just going to the forest and doing my absolute favorite things, spending quality time, like real quality time with children, and include my children and other children, their friends. Everybody always comes with us. I don't film those trips just because those are not my kids, and I don't know how, it's like strange to post other kids on Instagram or YouTube, but we've been having these incredible trips, and I have kids who call me their second mom. And I had this one kid who had to leave country with his family, and he came and he was crying, and he's like, I love you so much, and you're like a second mom, and you always feed us, and you always like take care of us. He's like, I'm going to miss you. And so I've been spending real quality time in nature with kids, and also learning about the land that I live on, and the plants and the mushrooms. And I don't know where it's leading, but it is certainly is making me happy right now. I feel so fulfilled. I feel so secure and in my knowledge about all of this new knowledge about all of these mushrooms, and it makes me feel that the possibilities are endless. And I feel like just that feeling within me is making everything around me be okay. And if you guys are into the forest and you want to learn, follow my channel or drop a line. If you live somewhere nearby where I live and you want to venture out with your kids and go to the forest, maybe we can organize some trips together, and I'll show you everything that I know, and your life will never be the same again, because it is beautiful and wild, but the good kind of wild out there that kids truly enjoy. It gets them into the forest, it gets you into the forest, and the energy just envelops you, and you bring it back with you every time you come back into the city. And it doesn't stay with you forever, but it stays long enough for you to, expand and do some new and exciting things with that energy that you brought from the forest. All right, I'm gonna stop now because this video is already 12 minutes long, but I am going to record whatever cool things that I find in the forest and share all of my new findings and my whole journey with you. I'm not new to driving through the night, but this drive was very challenging. Trying to avoid a flood warning north of San Francisco, I decided to take an alternative route, Freeway 5, all the way to Redding, and then cut across to the coast using Trinity Highway 299, which took me through some beautiful landscapes and forests that without a doubt I would love to explore one day. But not only the road was very windy and it was pouring rain, it also had some serious rock slides. At times, I had no other choice but to stop right in the middle of the narrow, dark road to clear up both lanes from heavy boulders. One of the bends had police with flares blocking a lane where it would seem like an entire cliff fell off. Good not to be there at that moment, but in any case, this route took a lot out of me. But morning came, and I got an incredible jolt of energy inspired by the views of the redwoods on both sides of the road. At this point, I know I'm making it straight to my favorite mushroom spot and nothing can stop me.
Hi friends, so I made it all the way up to Oregon. I only had a couple of hours of sleep through the night on a rest stop, and I'm here and it's raining. Look how beautiful it is everywhere. I'm in the forest. I'm about to head up that way on the hike, and I'm already seeing a ton of mushrooms. All right, let's begin our journey. Let's
Just
go.
walking on the trail.
Took a few steps and already found a lobster mushroom. Ooh, I think this one is not fresh anymore. Oh, who is that? Is that a light thing? I think that's a live thing right there. Probably was eating this mushroom. Okay, we'll leave it be. And then there are these little guys right here. Ooh, they look interesting on the top, sort of leathery. I thought that it was like a little fuzz, like velvet, but it's not. Check this out. I don't know who this is. Oh, and that's a banana slug. Hi, banana slug. I'm not gonna take your mushrooms. Hello, how are you? And although it's raining, it's actually fairly warm. Or maybe it's just because I'm so excited for today, but I'm warm. I'm only wearing my base layer and then my waterproof layer on the top. No middle layer, and I feel absolutely great. And also, I wanted to mention that I am using old trails to track my steps. So if anything, I can always look and retrace them back. Oh my God, so many mushrooms here up the hill, and they're so cool looking. Let's see who they are. Look, they're growing all up this little ledge here. And as I'm moving, I'm trying not to step on any mushrooms because they're just everywhere. Look at these beauties. Look, they are here and they go all the way up in there into the bushes. Woo. And I found these mushrooms, and I think these are hedgehogs. I don't see the teeth though. Maybe they're just super small. Huh. These look like pores. Well, I'm gonna take one for identification, but they're everywhere. Let's take some pictures. I know that hedgehogs have teeth, as far as I remember. Oh, these smell good. We'll take some for identification.
Albatrellus avilaneus, the sheep's head mushroom. The color, shape, and texture of this mushroom's cap make it look a lot like the hedgehog mushroom, Hydnum rapundum. But unlike the hedgehogs, who have teeth, or spines, on their undersides, Albatrellus group have tiny pores as their spore-producing surface. Albatrellus is a polypore mushroom. Polypore is defined as bracket fungus in which the spores are expelled through the fine pores on the underside. Albatrellus avilaneus is often found on the Pacific coast with Sitka spruce trees, which surround me here. The caps are whitish to cream-colored with yellowish hues. The flesh is also white to cream-colored and may stain yellow when bruised. These mushrooms are firm like hedgehogs and are just as brittle. Their spore print is white. According to Paul Stamets, Albatrellus avilaneus is, quote, questionably edible, as it might react differently with different people's microbiomes. It is said to be a great tasting mushroom by some, while others may get an unpleasant experience with an upset tummy. That might be because of the differences in our microbiomes, or because mushrooms in the genus Albatrellus contain high amounts of unique phenolic compounds. Phenolic compounds are known to be beneficial because of their powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial properties, but when consumed in large quantities, they might cause gastrointestinal distress. I was tempted to gather some to try, but forgot in the midst of my excitement about all the amazing mushrooms that were surrounding me. So if you have tasted one, please let me know in the comments. It doesn't stain yellow when bruised. Interesting. But it does stain yellow right here, right on the stipe. Very interesting. All right, we're gonna have to find out tomorrow at the mushroom festival what these are. But how fun. There are a lot of them. Maybe I'll take some samples. Look at these beauties. Hi, gorgeous Russulas. And then big one right there. Wow, guys. This is such a gem of a place. Oh my God. Look how many of these mushrooms are here. They're just everywhere. Check out these gorgeous Russulas. And there is one over there.
It's huge. Wow. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, hello. Look at those beautiful gills. Definitely like pages in a book, huh? Wow, there's a big, beautiful white mushroom over there. Let's go see what it is. It looks like a giant Matsutake, or not. Something weird. I've never seen anything like that. Let's go see up close. Wow, look at this, guys. A giant mushroom that I don't know what it is, but I remember finding one with the long leg last time I was here. It goes all the way down. And look, this is a younger version of it. It does look like a Matsutake a little bit, right? From the top, it's just much longer, has a much longer stipe that digs all the way into the ground. How gorgeous is this? Wow. Check out this veil. Incredible. Let's find out what it is.
Catathelasma ventricosum. Common names are swollen stalked cat and false Matsutake. I was surprised to find very little information from available online sources and books about this mushroom's key feature, its fascinatingly long stipe that extends deep under the ground. Seriously, no one is talking about that. But a Wikipedia article talks briefly about the origins of the name Catathelasma. I will read to you what it says. Quote, according to Genaust's Etymological Dictionary of Botanical Names, Catathelasma comes from ancient Greek words kata, meaning downwards, and thalasma, meaning the act of suckling. He says that the reason for this construction is unclear, but suggests that the author is comparing the shape made by the gills running down the stem with the tit stretched out during suckling. Decurrent means running down the stem. And another possible connection with Lovejoy's description is that katatheo means I run down. However, it is difficult to see how that could logically give rise to the noun Catathelasma. End quote. Well, I think that whoever named this mushroom wasn't talking about the gills at all, but was in fact describing the super long taproot-like stipe. Interestingly, other pictures online show these same species but with much shorter stipes, probably found elsewhere. But every specimen I found in southern Oregon by the coast had an abnormally long stem that made it seem like I was pulling a turnip, not a mushroom, from under the ground. Maybe this is a different species? Well, turns out this swollen-stalked cat is edible, although intuitively I am not drawn to eat it. So we'll let it be.
Guys, I found a baby king bolete. Yes, thank you so much. Those are the best. Oh, there it is. Can you see it? There it is. We're having dinner tonight, and I think I see more. Right there, maybe. Let's unearth this one. Oh, hi. Beautiful. Oh, look how beautiful. Oh, looks nice and fresh and firm. These little ones are so delicious. I had one last week for the first time in my life, and wow, I am a believer now. Now I understand why people are looking so hard for these. They are delicious. Hi, gorgeous. And I think I see a chanterelle right there. Oh my God, I'm just off the trail and I'm heading into the woods. Is that a chanterelle? It is a chanterelle. Check her out. Ooh, if I can get to her. How beautiful. Oh, and it's growing right next to another mushroom. Hi, chanterelle. Ooh, she's falling. Gorgeous. Hi, beautiful chanterelle. Thank you. And I think these might be baby chanterelles waiting to come out. So we're gonna be careful stepping around them. Look at these giants guarding the trail. One, this one is huge. Two on the other side, and then three right there. Check them out. Right? It's like a gate, a fairy gate. And somebody took this one and just left it here. Let's just spread the spores. There we go. Look how beautiful these are. Wow. Isn't that magnificent? The cap gets darker in the middle and like blushing pink towards the edges, towards the margin. And the stipe is also kind of like somebody took a crayon and just drew all over the white stipe with a pink crayon. Such a beautiful Russula. Oh, look at that huge one. Oh, you guys, I wish you could see how big it is. This is the size of my hand, and this is the Russula. Wow. I wonder if these are the blackening Russulas, because I see black Russulas here too. Okay, let's do some research. Look how beautiful. Found a super fresh lobster. Just the tiny little tip was sticking out, just like this. And I pulled it, and it's beautiful and fresh. I just have to clean it up. Thank you, dear forest. Off the trail and through the brush, and found a humongous lobster. And I think it is fresh. Oh, wow. Look how big. Is it fresh? Let's use the knife to cut up these pieces and see. I think these are just slug bites. And everything inside looks fresh. It's so firm. Let's see. It is perfect. Perfectly fresh inside. Wow, that's a huge lobster. Thank you.
Oh, the festive lobster mushroom. Together with chanterelles and fly agarics, they're spot on with their colors for the fall-winter season. I am convinced that mushrooms have fashion and are experts in either matching or standing out from their habitat. Maybe one day we'll find out that all mycelium is one humongous connected organism that expresses itself in different fashions based on the weather and underlying circumstances, just like if we were to switch outfits based on the season and whether we're headed to the gym, a job interview, or a festive holiday party. Hypomyces lactifluorum envelops and parasitizes its host, the otherwise white Russula brevipes, transforming it into a vibrant red-orange delicacy, just in time for the holidays. The name Hypomyces is derived from Greek words and means mushroom underneath, while lactifluorum is Latin for milky flowing, referring to how this parasitic fungus transforms various species of milk caps and russulas into lobsters. But after a thorough search for a visual example of Hypomyces lactifluorum transforming either a woolly or a saffron milk cap into a lobster mushroom, I came up with no results. So to the best of my knowledge, all lobsters found here were initially Russula brevipes. The colorful part of Hypomyces lactifluorum fungus are its microscopic fruit bodies, which range in color from yellow to white to olive and yellowish brown to pink. As they envelop their host Russula brevipes, cementing Russula's gills in the process, these multicolored fruiting bodies and the developing spores within them is what we see. So since each tiny individual fruiting body of Hypomyces lactifluorum differs in color and they spread themselves in different patterns on each individual mushroom host, so does each lobster mushroom turns out looking super unique. I wish I could hang them all up onto my Christmas tree. But that would certainly result in one very stinky Christmas. So we're going to pass.
And this is the huckleberry. Have don't know if it's what type. Probably blue huckleberry, black huckleberry. Oop. It went into my sleeve. Lots of mushrooms grow under huckleberries. Usually. Huckleberries, sword, fern, Oregon grape right there. That's all huckleberry. Also I think, is this native? This looks like a native blackberry. Yeah, it has 3 leaves. So native blackberry, huckleberry, some spruce trees, giant spruces, ferns, and this one is a baby spruce, I believe. Yes. Great habitat for mushrooms, for king boletes and chanterelles and all kinds of other amazing mushrooms. King boletes, where are you? Look who I found. I don't know who this is, but this guy is so beautiful. Woo-hoo. Looks a little bit like one of the coral ones, but it's not a coral. It looks like a mix between the coral mushroom and the black, what are they called? Trumpets, like trumpets. How interesting. Like a flower. Okay. Beautiful. Spreading the spores. Let's do it. There they are. Look how they grow. Right there. Woo-hoo. I was almost leaving and then I started seeing chanterelles. Hi, beautiful. Woo. And there are more over there. Right there. Hi, beautiful chanterelles. And these are ready to get picked. Woo! Oh, look how beautiful and fresh. Dinner. Oh, how beautiful. 1 and 2. And there's a baby one there. We're gonna leave that one be. And then we're gonna move to the other side and get a few more. Hi! Oh, there are more over here too. Oh my gosh. Found a whole patch. And there are more here. Oh, cool. I was about to go to a different spot. Hi. Hi, beautiful. Oh, this one is there deep. It's kind of going sideways, growing sideways. Hi. That's cool. Are there any more here? I think I saw more. Was I wrong? Was it this one that I saw? Probably. Okay, so we got 3 and 4. This one is stuck under the tree. We'll clean her up. It's like a piece of chanterelle. Hi, beautifuls. Let's clean them up. Look who I found. A baby bolete. Look how small. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this one's gonna be great. Wow. Hi, gorgeous. Thank you. Chanterelles. King boletes. Ooh. Ah, I think this might be a cluster of baby chanterelles. Let's just pick one. Or is this the same mushroom as this one? Oh yeah, this is the one with the pores. It's just orange here for some reason. Higher, they're lighter. lower in the elevation, they get a little more orange. Wow, how interesting. Oh, are these teeth? Oh yeah, these are teeth. Okay, so this is the hedgehog, and the other one is definitely a lookalike. Let's get some. Ooh, smells so good.
Hydnum umbilicatum, the bellybutton hedgehog, is closely related to Hydnum repondum, the hedgehog mushroom. It is just as tasty and can be distinguished from the latter by its creamy orange cap, a more slender stipe, and a belly button at the center of the cap. Bellybutton hedgehogs are smaller than the regular hedgehogs, Hydnum repondum. Instead of pores or gills, members of Hydnaceae family of mushrooms have spines, or what we call teeth, as their spore-producing surface. Hedgehogs are in my top 3 favorite mushrooms to eat, and my kids love them because of their pleasant sweet flavor when cooked. Hydnum umbilicatum pair well with yellowfeet chanterelles, Catathelasma tubiformis, in a soup or as a side dish, and they often grow together.
But it's so much fun. Oh my god. And there are so many mushrooms here of all kinds. I can't wait for the mushroom festival where they will have a display and they will identify all the mushrooms for us and help us in describing them, identifying them, letting us know about their edibility and stuff. I'm so excited because I have a lot of questions. Alright, let's keep looking. So I found king boletes, Pacific golden chanterelles, lobster mushrooms, and hedgehogs. All delicious edible mushrooms. I'm super excited, you guys. Okay, let's head up there. Right there. Let's go. Another golden chanterelle, I think. Hi. Hi, beautiful. Oh, they always grow right next to these spiky blackberry shrubs. Hi, gorgeous. Oh, let's pull her up. Oop. Oh, I broke it off a little bit. Let's clean her up. She's gorgeous. Wow. So I finally turned around and I'm going back towards the car. I have a nice hike in front of me. But what the cool part is that when you're walking one way, you're kind of seeing what's on this side of the plants. And when you're walking the other way, you see all of a sudden new mushrooms that were blocked by the vegetation on the way here. So I already found a chanterelle that I didn't see on the way here, but on the way back it was bright orange just right there. So hopefully I'll find more chanterelles and more king boletes like this on the way back. So I'm excited. Let's go. I'm drenched and my top layer is working okay. It's kind of letting a little bit of water through, but my base layer is really protecting me nicely. So I feel pretty dry inside for now. Just my shoes are wet, so I don't know how I'm gonna dry them, but I have another pair. So I have my old pair of the same exact shoes. So if anything, I'll just switch into those for tomorrow and continue on. All right, off to the next stop we go. Let's do it. Look at this gorgeous family of Amanitas. Wow. Oh my God. And there's trash next to it. We're gonna pick that up. Check this out. The entire family is here. Hello, and a little baby. Hello. Amanita muscaria. That means that the boletes are here too. King boletes. Some more amanitas and voila, a tip of a lobster mushroom sticking out. Let's see if he's fresh. Ooh, he's not fresh. He's mushy all around. Moving on. Thank you, sir. How about some king boletes? Young and fresh. Please. Alright. Let's head this way. I have a good feeling. Chanterelles. A bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! Score! Nice. Let's get these babies cleaned up and straight into our basket. Stay there. We're on a huge incline. Hello. Oh, this was like a whole bunch. Nice. They're getting soaked. And I'm getting soaked too. Hey. Hello. Beautiful. Nice. And one more. Oh, I see more. This one is a little bit older, feels like. I'm gonna let this one spread the spores. Oh. I see more right here. This one couldn't make it all the way out. And then there's one right here. Beautiful. Let's get them cleaned up. I see more chanterelles. Ooh, there's one here. They're just popping out everywhere. There's one here, and I think I see more right over there. Yep. Right here. Right there. The chanterelles are everywhere, but these are so small, I'm going to leave them for someone else. And look what I found just now. A fresh lobster. Gorgeous. Look at that gorgeous lobster sticking out. Oh, there are more. Wow, this one is old, but look how beautiful it is. Oh. This one is probably on the older side too, being so orange. Wow, look how gorgeous is this mushroom. Oh. Looking for more chanterelles. And please, king boletes. Oh, I see chanterelles. Hello. Hello. Oh, and one again. Okay. The chanterelles are here. Here's one. Oh, and there are more. Here's one beautiful one. I'm soaking wet, by the way. Oh my god. There's some more right here. Oh, wow. These are under. Okay. We can get them out. Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, 2 more. There we go. These are gonna be hard to clean, but we're gonna do it. Alright, let's take these beauties and head back to the last spot. Whew. There are some here. Woohoo! Hi. Guys, it's pouring so hard. Oh my god. The phone is constantly, the camera is wet, so it doesn't want to focus. But I'm in the middle of the forest like this. Drenched. Look at these beautiful lobsters everywhere. Check this out. One big beautiful lobster. Two big beautiful lobster. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Three. Oh, this one is beautiful. Four. Look how beautiful this one is. Oh, this one is a little off. 5, 6. And there are more on the top right there. Oh my god. I can't stop looking. It's so cool here. Oh, and I saw another mushroom right there. I wanted to check what it is. Up. Oh, it's one of those blushing ones. Yeah. Let's spread this focus. Let's see if this one is fresh. And I saw more going in this direction. Look how many more lobsters just everywhere. Right there. Right there. More right here. More right there. More right here. Oh my goodness. So many of them. One sticking out just right here. Oh, this sounds like a baby little piece. I'm like in Lobster Wonderland right now. I wish I was in King Bolete Wonderland, but I can't wait to try the lobsters too. I am very excited. Oh, look at that big mushroom right there. I am so wet and the phone is so wet that it doesn't want to focus anymore. Oh goodness. And I don't think I have anything dry on me, not one dry towel. Everything is just soaked. All of my rain gear has soaked through. My body is wet everywhere and my feet are wet, and there are more lobsters right there, and the rain keeps getting stronger and stronger, and I'm enjoying this so much that I'm like, well, just a little longer. All right, well, let me clean this one up, see if it's good to go, and maybe start heading back, or maybe just continue and finish strong. I found a huge bunny. Look at her, so gorgeous. I can't even pull him out. He's so deep. Oh my god. Try not to break it.
While pulling out this gigantic bolete sedulus, my phone died. And even though I'm always equipped with a few extra portable power banks, I got a little freaked out since I was deep in the forest off the trail and my route got disconnected. But thankfully, all trails saved my steps, even during the power outage. Super cool.
And hot soup inside.
fresh Matsutake.
Hung all of my clothes up to dry. Thank goodness I have something to change into, and just made myself a cup of miso soup with fresh Matsutake. I cannot wait. I didn't eat anything for the past I don't know however many hours. So this looks and smells and will taste fantastic. Bon appetit.
Meowing out.